What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Dakar Desert Rally. So I want to do another quick little news video today regarding some topics with the game and or some issues a lot of players seem to be experiencing still even after the patch. Now, I do want to mention though, this hotfix was basically intended to fix the freezing and or the saving issues many players were experiencing, and apparently the Xbox has not gotten the patch yet, but hopefully you guys will have that this week. I would think it would be this week. I don't know why they would push that pretty far back because I have been getting comments on some videos and stuff talking about how a lot of the Xbox players are losing progress, basically getting on one day doing a bunch of stuff, then getting on the next and all their stuff is going to be gone. That is definitely going to be an issue and probably make a lot of players annoyed, including myself. If I was to play for hours and then I was to get off and take a break and then jump on later that day and I get on and all the stuff is going to be gone, I think that would probably annoy anybody. And if you were to use all 5 vehicle classes and try to go after some of these special podium vehicles in those events, and then you get on the next day and the car is gone, I think that would probably make anybody really annoyed. And I did have someone comment saying they lost like one of the vehicles like 1 or 2 times, so I feel like that would probably make anybody get really frustrated, and you might end up not wanting to get on the game until that is fixed. So hopefully Xbox will get that patch soon. I would say the Xbox patch is most likely going to come out sometime this week, and hopefully even today for that matter, because I'm sure a lot of players are waiting for this. We also have the bigger 1.3 patch apparently coming hopefully soon as well. That's supposed to be fixing some of the other issues in the game like the AI, which I'll get into that here in a second. But one of the other things I also wanted to talk about in this video is going to be the game crashing, which apparently is happening a lot on PS4 and PC as well. I did get a comment talking about the PC version of the game, stating once you complete the game in the practice phase, it will basically stop working and or turn off, and you'll get like a message saying like fatal error. I don't know if you guys are also getting this on PS4, but let me know in the comments below. I did hear the game is also crashing a lot on PS4, even though, like, for example, the game is running a little bit better, but apparently the game is crashing a lot as well on the last gen consoles, which is pretty unfortunate. That also kind of messes up everything. If you want to do like a race or something, you're obviously going to be nervous to try to complete an event because you don't know if the game's even going to work. But let me know in the comments below what you might also be experiencing on last gen consoles and or PC as well, because personally I have not had any issues on PS5 with the game crashing. I believe the game only crashed like 1 or 2 times for me, and luckily it is running a lot better when, not actually freezing on every single checkpoint, which is going to be a plus. But I have also been seeing on Reddit recently that apparently people are still losing save progress on PS5 as well. Guys, I honestly think this is a little ridiculous, but I'm not going to lie about one thing though. I pretty much back up my save data every time I get off this game. If you guys might have been wondering, by the way, how to actually save your data on the PS5 like that, because honestly, you really cannot play it safe at all with Dakar anymore. I feel like you basically have to save your data every time now because I really do not trust it. The fact that many players are still losing save data now after this hotfix is kind of sad, but hopefully they will get this straightened out soon, which I would say they will. They obviously are aware of this issue, but if you guys might have been wondering how to do this, all you will need to do once you guys are in the PlayStation menu before you start up Dakar is to basically hit the options button on it and then go down to check sync data with it, which I do believe you will need PlayStation Plus for this. I will also show you guys a picture of it on the screen because I do feel like you pretty much have to do this every time you do play the game. The only unfortunate thing is you're probably going to need PlayStation Plus to actually save your data to the cloud. I basically do this every single time I get off the car, which is kind of sad, but this is basically the only way you can ensure that your data is not going to be lost on PlayStation 5. I have been doing this basically since I started playing the game, and I lost all 5 of those levels at one time. I always do this when I get off the game now, and if you guys do have PlayStation Plus, I highly recommend doing this because it will definitely save all that frustration from that. But if you are currently still on Xbox, you're going to have to wait until that hotfix comes out, which honestly should be soon. I would think they're going to be rolling that out to the Xbox players very fast because I know a lot of them are still having issues with this, and it's really hard to get into the game when you keep losing all kinds of progress and or vehicles and levels. I know for a fact I would get really annoyed with that as well. And then finally, guys, the last thing I wanted to talk about, which I have been seeing a good amount of this everywhere as well, is going to be the AI on Dakar. So I think we can all agree in sport mode the AI are probably going to be pretty frustrating to deal with. I noticed depending on the vehicle class you might be running, and honestly it probably doesn't even matter. They seem to always get in your way and or run into you and stuff like that, which can honestly get pretty annoying as well. I notice if you guys are riding like an ATV or a dirt bike, if they hit you, you can like slide out or something, or they're pretty much just run right into you for no reason. I also got stuck a couple of times because of them getting in my way when using like a truck, or I would go over like a hill and there'd be like three or four of them like piled up in one area. I really don't know why that is, but one thing I do know though is in patch 1.3, apparently they are addressing the AI issues, which is going to be great. I know a lot of players are probably enjoying this sport mode, including myself, and having some annoying AI in there are definitely going to make this a bit more challenging and or probably annoying as well. The amount of times I've had them run into me and just mess me up is kind of hilarious, but that is something that's probably going to be fixed pretty fast as well. But as I did mention before, apparently the patch 1.3 is going to have this in there, which by the way, I will have a video for that patch when it does come out to go over everything that they do fix in that, and I think a lot of players are definitely going to want the AI to be fixed. One thing I also noticed, by the way, now, this could just be me, but has anyone else noticed how some of the AI are going to be really fast for literally no reason? I noticed like there's like one sometimes in each event and or stage that I might do that seems to be way faster than every single other AI in that one event. I really don't know why that is. Now, you could obviously still pass them and beat them, but if you do crash a couple of times or like, something happens, I notice it's almost impossible to catch them. I really don't know why that is, but hopefully that will also be addressed as well. I was also seeing earlier on Reddit as well that apparently some people are not actually leveling up and or not getting XP when playing the game, which is kind of weird. I've not had that issue, but if you guys have experienced that, let me know in the comments below so at least maybe the devs can see that and they will know that there is an issue. I would say they probably are aware of a lot of the issues going on in this game and they're probably working on that, but despite many of the issues Dakar might be facing right now, I would say a majority of the players are probably still having a great time on this game, including myself. I'm personally loving every vehicle class, obviously except for the ATVs, which I would say in the near future are probably going to get some type of rework or something like that. And I also plan on posting more videos on the other vehicle classes as well because I do honestly find them to be really fun. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching the video and let me know in the comments below some of the other things I might have not mentioned in the game that some people might be experiencing to make the overall experience of this game a lot better.